Here's a simulator of an airplane that I never want to fly. Airbus. What's wrong with that name?
Well, that's a cool movie inside.
They don't use, they use joysticks. They don't use a yoke to...
Funny, I have a different idea what a joystick is. Ask Edwina. Or Patsy.
And on both sides, see the joystick with the black and the red. And off to the right, over there, that little black knob. Over there, that's lit up. Little black knob. That turns the front, so she can turn when she turns.
Okay, give a little tour, though you were saying over there, all that.
What?
Keep talking. And over here we have some very interesting information, and you can really see the differences between how people fly back in the day and how people fly today. You ask me, it's not much of a step up. I mean, look at the way people dresses today versus the way people used to dress back then. So much more class. You ask me. People would even just have to go to the movie theater at one point. Not today. Our flight over to Washington was like riding a bus. The only thing that we were missing were chickens and pigs or something. Not to put down the airline, of course, but yeah, people doesn't even know how to dress anymore. Look how elegant that is. Compared to this now. These were some of the uniforms people used before. And as we mentioned earlier, we're at the Smithsonian Museum of Airspace. And there's something else to that name, but I can't remember at the very moment. But some interesting stuff, some aircrafts that have for exhibit over here. We have the safety whatever you fly exhibit, which is pretty interesting to look at. Couldn't give you much information on it because I'm not very technical, but there you have it. Some of the uniforms you can see right over here. This is how people used to travel, and as you can tell, they're all white. Back in the day. Don't ask me why, I'm not gonna get into it. Suffice it to say, it had something to do with air travel segregation, which is just appalling. And now we are headed to a very special place where we can see our favorite girl, and actually America's favorite girl, Lucy. Although she doesn't look like herself here, not the red-headed housewife that we all remember and love from the Lucy show and I Love Lucy, but a very gorgeous, gorgeous girl. Look at that outfit. That blonde hair, those blue eyes, she looks gorgeous. No wonder she was a Carnegie model at some point. Look at this place. And over here we have Jason shooting some of the uniforms with his camera. Say hello.
Hello. Want you something to eat?
Sure.
Go on to the next.
Okay, sounds good. So this is a pretty interesting place, and I'm gonna keep on shooting until we get that way.
I could spend hours in here, but I wish they had more planes open.
So we are on so
it makes you want. I mean, air travel. It seems it was people dressed, looked nice.
it's funny, this is just what I was just talking about on the video.
Well, no, I mean, I would love it if people dressed, and I wouldn't have many terrorists. I don't know. It seems too simplistic, but
Oh well. And here's
it's like traveling by ocean liner. That era's gone. Well,
Oh,
so
look at
is
that
the
hair.
era of dressing people, women in white gloves.
I know. And here we have some of the capsules. Some of these accommodate 2 people, some of them accommodate 1, like that one over there. So I'm just looking at that thing. You would expect Captain Nelson around here somewhere.
What's this, the Viking lander? I didn't notice this.
Yep, definitely Tony Nelson would come up here somewhere. Of course, that's just wishful thinking. And over here, there is a module.
Did this ever make it to
Interesting looking. Is the Viking lander on Mars. Lander on Mars, actually. Wow, look how complicated that thing is. Just throws me into a loop. Yes, and I am going to stop at this time to be continued at a later time. And Roger and out.